Yes, this is such an amazing question. Fans, you have all week to record your own answer to qualify for the Thursday weekly finale. You can use the links in chat as they're being sent in the show, and you can open the recording window from beyondtheair.com. So this is, as I said, this is such an amazing question. I know that whenever I go shopping, I'm secretly hoping that they get on the intercom and they're like, attention everyone, you can fill your cart with a bunch of free stuff. But unfortunately, I don't think it will happen for me anytime soon, but it's good to be prepared for this hypothetical scenario. And luckily for all of you, if you need some inspiration, we have a few early answers from fans just like you. And remember, if you like an answer that you see during the show today, you can vote for them and you can send them stars by sending emojis in the chat, and that will further support them and help them make it to the Thursday weekly finale. So I think without further ado, let's get into some answers.
Okay, you want a 5-minute grocery spree. What aisle do you run to first? Probably desserts, since I love desserts, but either desserts or fruits and vegetables. So it kind of is like the opposite side of the spectrum, but I feel that like a lot of the like cut up fruit is kind of expensive. So I would get a bunch of those. And then I just love like baked goods and like cupcakes and stuff. So I'd have to get a bunch of those. So yeah, one of those two aisles would definitely be first for me.
Very good options, both of them. I think probably for me, I would be more tempted to go to desserts, because I feel like often, at least at my grocery store, the fruits and the vegetables are, I feel like they're also often like less expensive. But I feel like often the desserts, they might hike up the prices because those are just more delicious. And also, if I'm ever in a bind emotionally, I'll run to the ice cream before I run to the fruits and vegetables. So I think desserts are a little bit more necessary. Food pyramid, who needs it?
This is an easy one. I would be heading right to the chip aisle. I have eaten so many chips over my lifetime. I can go down the aisle now and say I've probably ate every single one of them, all the way down to the dill, pickle, and mustard flavored. So yeah, they should probably pay for my funeral when I'm dead, because I've eaten chips every single day. So yeah, I would most definitely be burning my money up on some potato chips.
Yes. I think this is a good lead into another question that we have later this week, which I won't spoil now. But chips are so good. Love chips. I think that's the kind of one of my vices, is like chips and snack food just generally. So I would definitely want to stock up on that. And that's one where it's like snack foods also just are not that expensive, but it's just good to get all of it now, because I feel like often like the pretzels and stuff, if you keep it sealed in that bag, it's not going to expire for a little while at least. So it's just good to be able to save money, and then you'll be able to have it and you won't need to purchase it in the future.
I think the aisle I'd run to first is either going to be the art supplies aisle or the tech aisle. Probably more likely the tech aisle because that's more expensive. I mean, art supplies are also expensive, but I feel like I could get a lot of stuff for whatever it be, art or gaming or writing or everything, and just not have to spend all that in the future. So I would love to do that.
Now, see, this brings up an interesting question, because when I saw this answer first, I was thinking, what grocery store has a tech aisle? And then I remembered that there are places like Walmart and Target, which are just sort of a general store where you can go and get groceries, but you can also like go and get a bunch of other items. I feel like whenever I go grocery shopping, I go more to like a Stop and Shop or a King's, which I think is more specifically food items. And they might have one aisle with like maybe a shelf or two of tech. And that's very smart though, going to Walmart and Target, and that way you'll be able to get everything you could need for daily life. And if you get that sort of announcement, I'm gonna go get a laptop. I'm gonna go get a Nintendo Switch, because it's like, yes, I could get chips. Yes, I could get all this other stuff, but I want a Wii U. Let's be for real here. So Hannah, good thinking.
I would go straight for the like organic health food section, and I would just get a bunch of different types of peanut butter or like cashew butter, almond butter, all the butters. And I would get a lot of kombucha and coconut water and like grass-fed, pasture-raised local beef and eggs. Just all the like local, organic, sustainably made food. Yeah.
That's also a very smart thing. I think I like it that people are either doing items that they need a lot of or items that are expensive. I think in this case, organic, grass-fed stuff like and also like kombucha. Neva's listing a lot of items that are all very expensive. And so it's like you wouldn't really want to get them or you might have trouble budgeting to get them and especially getting a lot of them if they're at the price that they're usually at. So if you can get them for free, I mean, why not get like the expensive grass-fed burgers? I think that's a very smart idea. And also, although kombucha, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm sorry. I think I've tried it like once or twice, and I did that face that the if people know the kombucha girl meme, the woman who goes like, that might just be a niche reference. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of kombucha, but Neva, power to you.
This is an easy one for me. I'm celiac, so I have to have a gluten-free diet. So I will be running straight to the gluten-free aisles because that stuff is expensive, like so expensive. So I'll be running straight to the gluten-free aisle. I'd probably go the frozen section first and then go straight to the aisle that just has the non-frozen goods, and I'll just be piling that stuff up.
Yes, love to hear it. Yeah, I think that's a very good point where it's like if you want some of those specialty goods for people with allergies or people with certain food diseases, that's a very smart idea because as we know, it can be hard to find those items in a grocery store and find them for like a good price. So Tabitha, very smart. I think everyone's being very smart about this, which I do appreciate that.
This may be a boring answer because it's going to be, very grown up, as it were. I would go to the food section and I would put as much meat in my cart as possible. As many chickens and turkeys and different meat products as I possibly could, because I'm just going to go home and freeze them. And then I could eat forever. I have all this produce. That's it. Nothing exciting. Not doing electronics. Not doing toys. I'm doing food because I want to eat forever.
Yes. I think that was something that people talked about in the chat. Meat is so expensive I mean, I can see why, it's meat. I think it's like a little bit of a luxury, a little bit of a delicacy. But meat is so expensive. And so why not fill your cart up with meat? I think you would need some good freezer space because, yeah, it's great to have meat, but if you don't have a place to store it, rotten meat is going to be disgusting. And then you're just sort of throwing out meat that you don't use. So I definitely think, and maybe that's something else you can get at the grocery store. I know that they have coolers. So maybe you get like coolers and some ice. And so you put some meat into there as well. And then you can, keep it cool, use it quickly, and you're all set to go. Very smart idea. Well, everyone, we have a great litany of amazing answers. It is your turn to vote. You can vote in chat by typing vote space and then the number of the person that you resonated with the most, and they will be the winner for today. But a couple of good approaches. We got some tech from Hannah. From Elijah, we have meats. Elijah will have the meats. We have chips from Sean, desserts from Manila, gluten-free items from Tabitha, and just healthy items from Neva. So vote in chat. People are voting up a storm. I did see that a lot of people in chat shared the ideas in these answers. So chips, definitely chips. I think that's a very good call. I think if you're a person who loves to eat junk food like me, then you're going to want to stock up on that. Even though it's the less expensive items, it's the items that people will eat more often. So makes a lot of sense. But congratulations, Sean. You are today's winner for this question. And we will see you in Thursday's weekly finale. Now, I turn it over to you, audience. We have a poll. And the poll is, what aisle would you run to first if you won a 5-minute grocery spree? Are you doing gadgets, veggies, snacks, or frozen goods? You can vote by typing vote space and the number of the option you loved in chat. Same way you vote for any other answers. Veggies. Okay. I should mention that this is sourced from people in chat, and we also release community posts every single day for the new questions. So we also have this answer is truly sourced from across the internet. So the audience has spoken, and the answer is veggies. I know that everyone was wondering about what my answer would be. So I think I'm kind of more aligned with the people in chat where I'm getting the expensive stuff first. I'm getting the meats. I don't really do like the specialty, like gluten-free or like vegetarian items. So I'll probably just get like expensive meats. I know that at some grocery stores, I'm a person who eats grocery store sushi. I do like it. Maybe I just don't have taste, but that is also very expensive. So I'm doing what a lot of other people are doing. I'm getting the expensive items so that way I don't have to worry about shelling out the money later on. But I hope that everyone now has their plan for their 5-minute grocery spree when it inevitably comes up. Thank you all for watching today's show. Remember, it is not too late to record your answer to today's question or any of the other questions, either from this past weekend or that we're going to get into later in the week, so that you can appear in our Thursday weekly finale. You can play anytime on QOTD.BeyondTheAir.com. That means you can watch, vote, record, and play all of our other Beyond the Air games. We actually have like an all-day show running on the website now, so you can actually play all day. And we'll see you, if not tomorrow, if not Wednesday, we'll see you on Thursday when you'll have Trish, Keith, and I all together going through all the questions for the week, the top answers, and we'll be choosing the weekly champion. So a lot to look forward to this week. For now, I am JJ, and I cannot wait to see you all on TV. Bye, everyone.